Years ago, I used to work with troubled kids, and the kids that used to come from homes where environments were very toxic, abusive, chaotic. I would do work and work and work with them, and very few breakthroughs would, if any, would ever occur. And the reason being is because you cannot heal while you're living in a toxic environment or an unsafe environment. And it's the same thing as adults. If I'm talking to somebody who's been betrayed or traumatized, or a couple trying to work through infidelity, and the partner who stepped out is not answering questions, not doing the work, rolling their eyes, huffing and puffing, saying, oh my God, when are you going to get over this? Or let's just say they are doing some work and they are answering some questions and they are doing some healing work. And, their spouse asks them a question and they answer, and then another question they answer, then another question they answer. But the fourth time they answer, or the fifth or the sixth, then they lose it and say, oh my God, when are you going to get over this? You basically didn't just set them back to square one, you set them back before square one. And I say this because, I'm talking to the person who stepped out. I'm talking to both parties, but for the person who stepped outside the relationship, consistency is key. Consistency is key. You are going to get asked the same question probably 20, 30, 40, 50 times. Consistency is key. As long as you remain steadfast in answering that question and making your partner feel safe, eventually their triggers will actually get less intense, and the times in between the questions will get far and further between. But if you are consistent a dozen times, and then that 13th time you huff and puff, you just made their nervous system go back to square one. So, again, when I'm talking to couples and the person who betrayed is like, oh my God, like they're just not healing. They're just not healing. Like, I would like them to stop asking me questions. I would like them to be a little bit further along. Like, they're just not progressing. You can't heal in an unsafe environment.